Hello, my name is Nida, and today is 18 September 2024. And in this video session, I'll be using uh, CBT, Cognitive Behavior Therapy approach, to counsel my clients through her employment and work issues. So, Rachel, you were telling me about that at work, if you say something in your group, people might think that you sound stupid.
Yeah, I believe that in my group normally when I say something, I feel like I'm stupid. People think I'm weird.
So, what would be so bad about it if people thinks that you are weird?
I mean, people at work might not want to be friends with me,
Mm-hmm. And
and
yeah.
I just don't want to be lonely.
Okay. So, what would be so bad about it if no one wants to be your friend and you feel lonely?
Um, I feel like feel that I have no one to talk to, no one has my back,
Mm-hmm.
and I have no one to share or what I feel like basically.
Okay. And what would be so bad about if you you feel like you have no one to talk to at work?
Work, I feel like then I'm not sharing who I am. I'm keeping myself to myself, and the emotion keeps on building up. It gets hard to handle, so it's really tough.
I understand, but what would be so bad about if you feel like you don't have anyone to share your emotions and you are just by yourself? What would be so bad about it?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like I'm gonna be stuck, and it's gonna have an impact on the work that I'm producing. I feel like when I'm not talking to anyone, not giving content enough, um, I'm not producing the best level of myself.
And what would be so bad about that?
Yeah, I fear that if my work is not to the top level, my boss might fire me and I might lose my job. So unemployment might happen. So I fear that.
That sounds scary, but if you think once again that what would be so bad about it if you don't have your job, if you lose your job, what would be so bad about it?
I mean, it'd be hard for me to make money, and financial status is going to go down, and it's going to be really hard for me to take care of everything else.
Okay, that yeah, I can see where you're coming from. So, okay, so if I ask you to rate all these thoughts, which sounds a bit negative. So, if I ask you to rate these thoughts out of 100, how would you rate it? Like out of 100?
Um, Out of 100, maybe 90.
So 90, it's a high number. So, um, okay. If I ask you about your family, that what they think about it, like what they say to you in your daily life, how they treat you.
They treat me, I think they treat me the way that I should be treated, but recently they've moved out, so it gives me the feeling that they do not want to be with me. And deep down, I feel like maybe it's because I'm not good enough, I'm not taking care of them well, maybe that's why they've moved out. So I'm really compassionate of something that I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
Although in between I lose resilience, I really do think I'm not good enough. But I try keeping that passion and compassion open. Yeah.
Okay, very good. So, okay, I'm just thinking that because I've listened to what you've been thinking about you're not being worthy of friend, and then on the other side, I've listened that there are some things that says that oh, you have done something for your friends and something you have done for your family. So let me just do this exercise with you. I'm gonna just write. I'm just gonna make two columns, and let me just write one column that you are not worthy of being friends, and in one column I'm gonna write that that point is not true, and you at some point you did something that uh, which made you feel good. So if we talk about a negative one, that you said that no one wants to talk to you at your work, and you said that you will be alone, and you said that you are not worth of being friends. Okay. And let's think about the against point where you think that you're being worth. So you said that you plan a birthday party, right? And you help your friend in her exam. Okay. And you did something. You're very compassionate. You're very kind. You said that, and yeah, and you have got very good friends. Some of them, some very very close friends, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And is there anything else you can think of? If I ask you about it, what you think that you are not being worthy of, you're not worthy of being friends, is there any other thing you can think of which makes you feel that you're not worthy of being friends?
I think I've already mentioned the main ones,
Mm-hmm.
of course. So I think these are the ones for now. Definitely.
Okay. And is this all about at work as well?
Yeah, mostly.
Okay. And if I ask you to think about any events or any social events, just as you mentioned that if there are any social events or something, you are the one who's been the last one to choose. So when you get these invites, do you really want to go there, or do you feel like you should not go there about something like this?
Most of the time when it's like a big invite, I don't want to go there. I fear meeting the people there. I feel like, again, because they might have seen me before, or they might have not, I'll get judged on. They might think of me weirdly. They might not want to talk to me. Again, the fear of being alone, it just hits me. So I avoid going to big parties. Rather, I prefer small ones. But even then, I rarely end up going to them.
Okay, so you mentioned that you are also you don't like going to larger parties. Okay, and but when you have events that are not very big and not too many people, but the people that are your friends, how would you feel about that?
When it's close people, I really do like going because I feel that it really boosts off my mood. I feel more healthier. It just puts me in a really good mood for the week. Because I feel important.
Perfect. So here I've made a list. I'm going to share this list with you as well, which says that there are two columns that there are lists that you are not, you feel for not being friends, and there are some points that are against it, but that makes you feel better. And so you will see that scale, and you will see, and then let me know how does it feels like. Which list is bigger than the other?
Definitely worthy of being friends. Than the against column is bigger, which is quite surprising.
Okay, so you think that what you said right now, currently, and the list I made as per your judgments, that the list is larger, the list of being worthy of friends is larger than the one you're not being. That means like you are worthy of friend, but it's just you choose your people, and whoever you have in your life, they've been in your life from very long time. That means you are a very good friend. That's why they want to be with you. And if you are not chosen by the people, that means that it just, you don't want to be with them. It's just not like that you don't they don't want to be with you, just you don't want to be with them. But those you have, they have been with you from so long. You have good relation with your family, your parents are happy with you and the family. So now if I ask you to think of, after listening, that how do you feel after seeing this list? What do you think? How do you feel?
I feel definitely maybe that I'm thinking in a really negative way. Maybe there are some qualities in me that make me worthy of being friends with others. Although there's still like a slight chance of me not being a good friend, but I definitely do feel now that I've seen the list that I'm more worthy than not being worthy.